I'm hyped on this thing. I'm hooked on this thing because I will never stop, because there are so many new opportunities, that there are so many new doors, there are so many smiles, so many reactions. People like me so much because I can speak their language. There is a saying which goes like, if you speak a common language with a person, you speak to his brain. But if you speak his language, you speak to his heart. I want you to leverage the greatness of your personality in different cultures, in different environments, with different people, and in different languages. Because no matter how much money you make, there will always be a person who is richer than you. There will always be a person who is kind of smarter than you, who is more experienced than you. When traveling, you'll be that one person who people will be looking and staring at because you speak a foreign language. When you will be taking a job interview with some company, you'll be like, hey, I just speak this language and that language, and I also have experience in working in those languages. How about that? How about that? How about distinguishing yourself from other people when taking job interviews? If you're already richer, if you have your own company, if you have your own business, in the room with businessmen like you, with business people like you, how will you distinguish yourself? This is the question that I have. Do you want to get confidence in life? Do you want to get the freedom of choices? Do you want to get new business and professional opportunities? Do you want to become special? Do you want to become more special as a person? Do you want to get new identity? Well, this is what I've gotten. This is what I've gotten so many times in my life. People recognize me on the street. People approach me and tell me, Victor, I saw your videos. But this thing wasn't happening to me just a year ago. People are like, Victor, I want to introduce you to this person. Oh, Victor speaks Chinese. You might find something common with this person. These things were happening to me even before I started a YouTube channel. People were talking about me. People were introducing me to other people. I was making friends with people from different countries. I was finding different business opportunities. I could go wherever I wanted to go because I was speaking that language. I could take a job interview with the company that I wanted to take a job interview with, and I was confident, and I was able to distinguish myself from other people because I was speaking that language. I got confidence. I started speed reading in foreign languages. As for now, I'm originally from Russia. I can speed read in Russian. I can speed read in Chinese. I can speed read in Korean. And I can speed read in English. So basically, it gave me so much confidence, not only in socializing with other people and finding business opportunities, it gave me new identity. It upgraded my brain. Scientific research states that there is a essential increase, there is a significant increase in our gray matter in our brain. So literally the areas of our brain which are responsible for speaking a foreign language, they literally increase. So you become smarter, your brain rewires itself. There is a concept which is called neuroplasticity, which states that you don't have to be the same. You can master a skill, you can become smarter, you can improve your IQ, you can become smarter, you can become better, you can get a new identity. People do recognize me sometimes on streets right now, but this is not the thing that I'm proud of. I'm proud of the fact that I can actually create an authority in any environment that I go to, because I can talk to so many people in so many languages. I can do so many things. Number one way for me to distinguish myself from other people was mastering foreign languages. For some people, probably it's getting success in some other areas, but this one skill will make you special. No matter how much money you make, you'll be special, because no matter how much money you make, there will always be a person who is richer than you. There will always be a person who is kind of smarter than you, who is more experienced than you. You will find a person who is rich, but it's so hard to find a person who speaks more languages than you. You can smarter in completely other area. It will improve your IQ. You'll get so many opportunities. For example, in business, there are so many situations, there are so many case studies when a person went to one country, and basically studied one business case and one business idea and literally copied that company in his own country. There are so many situations like this. Like Tai Lopez said, it's hard to stay broke if you speak Chinese. It's hard to stay broke if you speak Chinese. It's very hard to stay broke if you speak Korean, and it's damn hard to stay broke, and it's damn hard to stay unhappy if you speak Chinese and Korean and some other language on top of that. The purpose of this video is not to motivate you to become a polyglot. The purpose of this video is to realize that mastering a foreign language, it's not for becoming a damn translator, although that could be great. It's not to just get some skill. It is great. You will get so many opportunities. People will talk about you. People will tell, oh, this person speaks this language. This is so special. How did you learn this language? You'll find so many business opportunities. And so basically the number one way for me was like to distinguish myself from other people, to get new business opportunities, to get new social opportunities, to distinguish myself from people who are better than me in other areas, was to master languages. Again, like some people are like, but I'm making so much money. What is the reason for me to learn a foreign language? Well, no matter how much money you make, there will be a person who makes more money, much more money than you. No matter how much money you make, there will be some other thing that you should do to distinguish yourself from other people, to make yourself more special, to make yourself smarter, to upgrade your brain and to upgrade your life. When traveling, you'll be that one person who people will be looking and staring at because you speak a foreign language. When you go to some store, when you go to some restaurant, when you communicate with people you don't know, people will be looking at you. People will be recognizing you because you speak that language. When you will be taking a job interview with some company, you'll be like, hey, I just speak this language and that language. And I also have experience in working in those languages. How about that? How about that? How about distinguishing yourself from other people when taking job interviews? If you're already rich, if you have your own company, if you have your own business, in the room with businessmen like you, with business people like you, how will you distinguish yourself? This is the question that I have. And so many of my clients, they actually have this reason in mind. They're like, you know, that one person said that I would never speak Chinese, and I decided to prove them wrong. And they proved them wrong, and they become native, like fluent in Chinese. Guess what? Guess what is happening right now? Guess who is laughing right now? So I want you to become the person. I want you to become special. There are so many ways. You're already special as a person. I'm not saying that if you don't learn a foreign language, you're not special. But I want other people to see different sides of your personality. I want other people to recognize the importance of your personality. I want you to leverage the greatness of your personality in different cultures, in different environments, with different people, and in different languages. This is what I want you to do. I did it for myself, and I'm proceeding doing that. I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly taking classes. I'm constantly practicing new languages. I never stopped learning, although I'm teaching people, I'm coaching people. As for now, I've coached people from 12 countries, but I myself, I never stopped learning. Because I'm hyped on this thing. I'm hooked on this thing. Because I will never stop. Because there are so many new opportunities, that there are so many new doors, there are so many smiles, so many reactions. People like me so much because I can speak their language. There is a saying which goes like, if you speak a common language with a person, you speak to his brain. But if you speak his language, you speak to his heart. This is what it means. This is what it means. If you want to speak to the hearts of people, if you want to have deeper connections, if you want to leverage your personality, make people like you more, make people talk about you, make people recognize you, make people recognize how special you are, this is what you need to do. The purpose of this video is not to pitch you some sponsorship product. The purpose of this video is to prove it to you how much important it is for you to master a foreign language. Not just be mediocre, beginner in it, not just like drop some few like basic phrases, but to actually become fluent, to actually become recognizable. You can upgrade your software, you can upgrade your brain software, you can increase your IQ. you'll get so much confidence from mastering a foreign language. Once you master a difficult foreign language, you'll get confidence in learning other things. You'll get confidence in mastering other skills which are completely unrelated to mastering a foreign language. Completely unrelated. You'll get so much confidence. You'll get confidence in reading. I read so many books in different languages. I get confidence that I can master any skill in any area because I mastered foreign languages. This confidence is like a domino effect. Once you master this skill, it will actually perpetuate you to master other skills. It will motivate you to master other skills. So this one is the way to actually distinguish yourself from other people. No matter how old you are, no matter how much money you make, no matter what limiting beliefs you have, this is the number one way for me to distinguish myself from other people, and might be the number one way for you to distinguish yourself from other people. Again, no matter how rich or poor you are, once you speak a foreign language, it's really hard not to distinguish yourself from other people, and it's really hard to stay broke. It's really hard to have a lack of choices in life. If you want to be the smartest person in the room, if you want to be the special person, if you want to be the person that other people recognize and talk about and like, if you want to leverage your personality, you need to master a foreign language. You don't have to spend years on that. You don't have to spend like 10 or 20 years. You can start speaking a foreign language in a few months. You won't become fluent in a few months, but you can start speaking a foreign language in just a few months. If you want me personally to guide you step by step to find your deepest motivation and to accelerate your learning and change your life by mastering a foreign language, click the link down below, register for a call with my team. My team will help you to actually go through first steps of our coaching program, and I personally will be guiding you one-on-one. I will be guiding you one-on-one. I'll probably meet you personally here in Seoul, South Korea. I'll probably meet you personally and help you to improve your life by mastering this foreign language that you're going to master. It's so hard to express sometimes. People say that languages is like something secondary. It's like something secondary. But then when you hear them, you hear the deepest fears and deepest problems and desires, you understand that all those things can be solved by mastering a foreign language. It's crazy. People just think of it like a secondary thing and they keep looping on their problems. Some of my clients, they found out that learning a foreign language helps to get rid of stress, helps to deal with stress. You get confidence not just by thinking how confident you are. You get confidence by getting new skills, by distinguishing yourself from other people, by becoming better as a person. I want you to become better as a person. I hope that this video will motivate you. I hope that this video will change your life. And as always, until next time.